Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ansarihi wa tabi'in lahum bi ihsan ila yawmil jazaa. Amin. I seek refuge of Allah from shaitan the accursed. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All praise and adoration belongs to Allah alone, the Lord of the world. May the peace and blessings of Allah be on the noble Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, his household, his companion, and those who follow his right footprint till the day of accountability. Inshallah, today we will be looking at the similarities in the image of the Arabic alphabet. So we have look-alike images, and we want to talk about the similarities. We are doing this to make it easier for you to recognize them, to know them very well, so that you will not get confused while reading the Holy Quran. Explaining all this will definitely help you a lot when you find them in the Quran. And not only that, we want to master the pronunciation correctly with the identification of each letter. Our main focus shall be the similarities in the images. And let's dive in. This is Hamza, as you have known. And this is Ain. You know, the shortening of Ain is going to give us Hamza, and that is the fact. But we should be very careful. We shouldn't mix them up. And this is how Hamza will look like. These are the images of Hamza, particularly when they appear at initial stage. And this is Hamza at the medial stage, at the middle. Hamza at the final stage. Look at Ain. This is Ain in isolation. So they may have similar look, but they are not the same. They are not the same. This is Ain, and this is Ain at the medial stage. This is Ain at the final stage. Let's quickly go to Ba and Nun. Ba has a dot beneath, and Nun has a dot on top. And look at the way they are. So this is Ba at initial stage, while this is Nun at initial stage. This is Ba at the medial stage, while this is Nun at medial stage. And this is Ba at the final stage, and this is Nun at the final stage. So they are not the same. Take note of it. And likewise, let's look at Tau and Yao. This is Tau in isolation, Yao in isolation. Tau has two dots on top, Yao has two dots beneath. So, and this is Tau at the beginning and Yao at the beginning. See, the dots will come under, while the dot of the Tau will be at the top. And this is Yao at the medial stage, and this is Tau at the medial stage. This is Tau at the final stage, and this is Yao at the final stage. Let's go to Tha and Shin. This is Tha in isolation, while this is Shin in isolation. So this is Tha. Look at Tha will always have a teeth. It will have a tooth. While Shin will have three teeth. Can you see it? Look at it. And look at it again. So always note the way they look alike. They are different. They may look alike, but they have distinctive differentiation among both of them. And this is Tha at the final stage. This is Shin at the final stage. And Jim and Ho, in pronunciation, they are different. In writing too, they have slight difference. This is Jim in isolation and Jim has a dot beneath. This is Kho in isolation and Kho has a dot on it. Look at Jim at the beginning of a word, and this is Kho at the beginning. This is Jim at the middle, and this is Kho at the middle. This is Jim at final stage, and this is Kho at the final stage. Let's go to Dal and Zal. This is Dal. Dal has no dot, while Zal has a dot. And Dal at the final stage. These ones are Dal and Zal in isolation. And these ones are Dal and Zal at the final stage. Likewise, let's go to Ra. This is Ra in isolation. This is Zai in isolation. And you have Zai at the final stage. It will look like this. Likewise, Ro at the final stage, you look like this. Then let's go to Sin and Shin. This is Sin in isolation, and why this is Shin. Sin has no dot, but Shin has 3 dots. And you find Sin like this at the initial stage, and Shin is like this at the initial stage. And this is Sin at the medial stage, at the middle, and this is Shin at the middle. This is Sin at the final stage, and this is Shin at the final stage. Let's go to Sword and Dot. This is sword in isolation. This is dot in isolation. The difference between sword and dot is that sword has no dot, while dot has a dot. Sword at the beginning of the word, dot at the beginning of the word. It always be with its dot on it. And this is dot at the middle, and this is sword at the middle. This is sword at the final stage, and this is dot at the final stage. Let's quickly go to Thor. This is Thor in isolation, and this is Zor. The difference between Thor and Zor is that Thor has no dot, while Zor has a dot. And this is Thor at the beginning of the word, Zor at the beginning of the word, Thor at the middle of the word, Zor at the middle of the word, Thor at the final stage of the word, and Zor at the final stage of the word. Let's go to Ein and Roy. This is Ein in isolation, while this is Goin in isolation. This is Ein, look at it, this is Ein, and this is Goin. Ein at the beginning of the word, Goin at the beginning of the word. Ein at the middle of the word, Goin at the middle of the word. Ein at the final stage, at the last stage of the word, and Goin at the last stage of the word. Let's move on to Foul and Cough. This is foul in isolation. This is cough in isolation. Look at it. Foul has a dot, while cough has 2 dots. This is foul at the middle. This is cough at the middle. This is foul at the final stage, and this is cough at the final stage. And this is calf and lamb. Calf. Look at calf in isolation. Look at lamb. They have look-alike image, but they differ. And this is calf at the beginning of the word. This is lamb at the beginning of the word. And this is lamb at the middle. Lamb will always look like this. Take note of it. And this is lamb at the final stage. Let's look at tau and how. Look at tau in isolation. Close tau, close how. This is how at the beginning of the word. We have tau, but it's not close tau. Yes, this is how at the beginning, how at the middle, and how at final. And we also have tau at the final stage. That's close tau. And let's go to the next one. This is known in isolation. This is known at the beginning, and this is zal. Do not get confused. This is known, and this is zal. They are not the same. Please take note of it. And likewise, the last one. This is foul in isolation, going in isolation. And this is going at the beginning. This is foul at the beginning, foul at the middle, or going at the middle. Please take note of this. Master these two very well. Do not get confused. And this is foul at the final stage. This is going at the final stage. Thank you very much for listening. Fi amanillah, and Allah will be with you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.